Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging. Well, coming at you with thoughts of the day. I made a mistake at work, so I had to, excuse me, I'm really sorry I got frog. I had to get it together, and it's just been crazy, and I thought I've got to walk away from that computer for a little bit. I listened to Mike Rivero today and did a little moderating, but it was pretty good. Listen, and plus we have a new moderator, Digital Diva. She's on board now, so that was nice. I just wanted to tell you how goofy. You know, I bet you all have known somebody in your lives that, you know, is older and they've not been one to give up on a chair or whatever. That kind of like the father on Frasier, Martin, you know, how he'd repair it and all this jazz. And I bet you've seen people like stuff pillows in it or blankets to keep it going. It's all a mess. That's what I'm doing here. Pardon me. I think I mentioned before, it's one of those chairs that kind of goes low to the ground like that. It doesn't have arms. It's comfortable to put my arm in this nook. At the bottom, it ripped. So I have one of those big round pillows in there. I've got another pillow and then the different padding that I use here. It's just crazy. I mean, the chair, I think, cost $15. But here I am stuffing it full of stuff just like an old crank pot, sitting in my chair, reading my paper or whatever, and, you know, looking over it to bark at people from time to time, which is kind of what I do here. But I'm really not going to bark too much tonight. I just wanted to check in. This will be, you know, my good night video, I suppose, because I really have quite a bit of work to do, unfortunately, because of my mistake. I sold the Labor Day and the back-to-school safety ads, and I forgot last year I did it 2 for 1, and so this year, it's hard to explain, but there's going to be, you know, each advertiser is going to get an ad for each section for the price of one. We're going ahead back to that. At first I thought we weren't, and it was too much to discover this, and my boss David discovered it at the same time that I was, so that was good. That man, that darling man. Oh, by the way, my anniversary with the paper is this week, I believe. I started the week that Steve Irwin died. Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, 11 years ago. So that's when I started at the Community News in Linesville as the ad rep, and then I started my column in September. Right after that, I think I started like August 24th or something. I can't remember the exact day. At any rate, I guess that's kind of all I really have to report. I know it's an absolute shock. I'm not going to complain about much. I'm not going to go on about the chat. I will give a reminder, though, in case you haven't looked at my one video. I think it's called Everybody's a Snowflake in His Own Way or something. Everybody's a snowflake in his own way. Yeah. That was supposed to be set to the tune of Everybody's Beautiful in Their Own Way. Okay. I'm tiring a bit of hearing about liberal snowflakes, because I know just as many conservative snowflakes. Let's be even-handed, let's be fair. There are liberal and conservative snowflakes, because guess what? Liberals and conservatives are all people. And therefore we all have something that kind of, you know, makes us sensitive about whatever the topic may be. But I'm telling you, my friend Robin, who, you know, calls herself a liberal, but she doesn't like the PC stuff, I've asked everybody that really identifies as a liberal Democrat or something like that, how they feel about the PC stuff and the safe spaces and all this jazz. I don't know anybody that's for it, so I'm sticking with my original theory, conspiratorial, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that I think it's also planned by the hidden hand, the 1%, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, to the establishment, to keep us divided and fighting about something, or like purposely dropping into groups on college campuses and making them look weirder than they are, I guess. I don't know. All I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, is I know plenty of let me give you one example. There's a show that I sometimes listen to. The host is a total Trump supporter, so he's, you know, and he goes on about liberals and everything. Total snowflake. Okay, I mean, I've seen him just go on and on. If somebody in the chat room, they weren't saying anything rude against him, they're like, oh, I'm not very interested in this guest or something. The man literally got onto the chat and started berating people. And then not only, but he was live on the radio waves or airwaves, whatever, and he starts calling this person out. Well, if you don't like the guest, then don't tune in. Or I think the person said he was bored. That was it. That was right. They said, oh, this is boring. That's all. And he totally freaked, and I've heard him whine about other things on and on. He goes, oh, woe is me, whiner booty, whiner booty, whiner booty. So I don't want to hear it anymore about how only the liberals are snowflakes, ladies and gentlemen, because I know plenty of conservatives that are flakes of snow. Love you. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at your thoughts of the day. It's also the video series that has me asking you to drop your political identity after I just went on using the words liberal and conservative. But what choice did I have for an illustration? Actually, drop all of your labels. Drop all of your, what you call other people, how you perceive other people. Picture them as earthlings, citizens of the United States. We need to join together as people over the establishment. People versus the establishment. Love you, Maya.